Hey, what's up, everybody? It's David McGill. Now, I've been getting a lot of questions where people are asking me, who are the best vendors for certain services? Anything from, who's the best load board? What's the best factoring company? What's the best fuel card program? What's the best ELD? Now, the truth of the matter is, I don't know who the best is. That's subjective. It's going to be based on, your personal preference. Certain things that matter to me may not matter to you. Certain things that matter to you may not matter to me. In the description below, I've listed, the links to the companies and services that I use. Now, I can't say that, everybody should go out and use them because, I don't have anything to compare, anything to compare your situation to. For example, my fuel card company, RTS. The fuel card that I have, it's used at Pilot, Flying J, and Mr. Fuel exclusively. Now, I get 14 cents off a gallon. For every gallon of fuel, it's 14 cents off. Also, I'm billed twice a month on the 1st and the 15th. Now, for me, that's perfectly fine. Now, I like using the fuel card. The website is very user friendly. I like dealing with the representatives over there. Now, the thing is, again, it's limited to 3 stations. 3 truck stops. Now, if you're in an area where if you're going to be operating your trucking business in an area where Mr. Fuel, Flying J, and Pilots, aren't abundant, then that's probably not the best fuel card for you. So it's just going to take, you to do a little bit of research and figuring out, what's going to suit your needs. Also, the factoring company. I use RTS for factoring. Now, the factoring fee that I pay is 3%. For that 3%, I'm actually advanced the remaining 97%, and I have to go on the company's website, a portal, and upload my rate confirmations as well as my bills of ladings and any lumper receipts in order for me to get paid. Now, to some people, that might seem like a lot of work to actually have to log into a portal and upload your paperwork. I have some clients who I do factoring for them, and their companies, all I have to do for them is just send an email and attach, whatever documents I need to attach. And they'll do that for 2%. Well, there's other situations where they might hold back, the factoring company might hold back 3% so that they're only advancing 95%. Now, if you're following me, I'm paying less in factoring fees, but I actually have to go to the portal to upload the paperwork. Some companies, they're going to pay more in factoring fees, but it's a quicker and simpler process to some people to, submit your paperwork to the factoring company. So my factoring company works for me because that 2% savings, it's worth it to me to take the step to go to this website and upload the paperwork there. Now, for some companies, it may not be worth it. Maybe you're not really familiar with the computers. You're not good at, these different portals, and maybe you just don't understand the website. Well, that 2% might not be worth it for you to, deal with all of that stuff. So again, I just want to reiterate that it's all going to be personal preference. Everything is subjective. Again, I list the companies that I use, but again, they're not the end all be all. ELDs, for example. So the company that I started off with at first, I just couldn't figure out their interface. I'm not going to say what company it was, but I was just having a tough time with the interface. So I switched over and, tried out the KeepTruckin ELD. The interface was a lot more user-friendly for me. Now, I know people who use the other ELD company and they don't have an issue with it, but it just didn't work out for me. So again, with all the questions and comments about, hey, what's the best vendor for this service and that service, just keep in mind that I can only speak on the stuff that I use. So I can't really tell you, what's going to be the best for you, but I can tell you why I use the services that I do. And, if that's beneficial to you, then great. But don't just, rely on my word alone. Just, do your research. You can, start with the vendors that I recommend, as, just as the, starting point. Use that as the, the reference for all your research after that. Compare prices and then service offerings, with 2 or 3 other vendors to see if any of those suit your needs better. Hopefully this video helps shed some light on, vendor recommendations. If you like this video, please leave it a thumbs up. If you have any questions or comments, leave a comment below. Also, if you know somebody else who could benefit from this information, please share this video with them as well. Thanks again for watching.